So AJ, good question. What do I think about mega doses of probiotics, 200 billion for CFUs? This is a very good question. So probiotics are so controversial in the GI literature. It's very hard for us to know for a number of different reasons. Number one, we don't have a lot of good clinical trials. We really don't. There are very few clinical trials that are out there, and those clinical trials are not the best in terms of how they're run. They're not the best in terms of what patients they recruit, and they're not the best in terms of their outcomes. So we don't have a lot of good information on that. Number two is that everybody is so different. So keep in mind, you have a unique microbiome. I have a unique microbiome. What is in my microbiome? It's certainly not in yours. And we're trying to take this pill that's going to have the same effect on me as it's going to have on you. And I can tell you for a fact, because your microbiome is different from mine, yours may be different from what I'm taking. So this is why I'm not such a big proponent of probiotics. But I will tell you, if you do want to do one, here are a couple recommendations. Number one, it's got to have a lot of CFU. So the higher, the better. And so the fact that you're on a very high one, I think it's very good. Number two is that you want to make sure it can bypass the stomach acid. So make sure it's encoded to the point where it can go past your stomach acid, because your GI tract that has the most bacteria is typically your colon. That's where you want to go. Number three, make sure it's non-GMO. I go for dairy-free, gluten-free, any type of allergy-free, nut-free. You want to minimize the amount of effects that you may be having intolerances to when it comes to a probiotic. And then lastly, make sure you have a wide strain of probiotics that are in that particular capsule that you're using. Make it easier for you. It does not have to be refrigerated. Make it easier for you. You can get one that you can get anytime. And so I am a proponent of probiotics in certain individuals. And for most people, there's very little harm in taking one. And for most people, they may or may not get a benefit. And if you do have a benefit, that will be an added thing that you can add to your repertoire and to your armory to help out with gut issues.